Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 8 read. You must be getting tired. Ready?
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Ebert. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check. Hey, wahoo! What we got? Five.
Looking to throw. Ebert. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Block. Look at me. Zipper. Check Mike 21. 3 buzz. Get it.
On first down, Ebert. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Lindsey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Protein spill. Hey, 2. 22's the mark. 22's the mark. Now.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by McManus is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, Massey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, orbit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Let's go get it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
3 down. Smooth. Check out. Look at me. Go. Check 24. Hey, lock it.
Lock now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Block. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, high 7. Snap.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Ebert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Ebert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Wide, get wide.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The throw over the middle taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, watch it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Leo, get it.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 4 down. Hey, Haywood. Be Griffin.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Counter play with Jacobs. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Ebert finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Throwing on first down. Ebert got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 2nd quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, Ebert. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again, Ebert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Go. Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 21. All day, baby, all day. Check three, check three, check three. Shoot. Check. Look, squeeze. Snap.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw. Ebert. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for David Moore. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Their own 41-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second and 11 now. Locke, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
60 Pittsburgh. Check the Bridgestone, travel. Hey, Echo. Hey! Get it.
On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, Delta.
From the 40 now on second down. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Locked to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's third and 3.
Here we go. Hey, Wahoo! 41's the mic. Hey, ready?
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
70, Indy.
50,
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Yep.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Get it.
To throw on second down, Ebert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 35 on second down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go. 15 lining, 15 lining.
Get in the weight room. You go tight.
Topper! Hey, team 6, now.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown for Denver.
Phillip Lindsey, 31 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. So 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Tackles.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Runs through the contact. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
70, Indy. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. New draw, perfect.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ebert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Another run by Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.